Okay, we're going to talk outlaw bikers in the fastest 4 minutes in TV news. The Fox 4 with Ben Ferguson. Ben is on WBAP Radio every weekday morning. Hi, Ben. Thanks for being
Howdy.
in. Good to have you.
What a week.
Oh, yeah, a quick update on the Waco shooting story. I think you'll be interested in this. Associated Press reported tonight that its reporters have seen all of the surveillance video from the Twin Peaks, and it shows most bikers ducking for cover, helping patrons to safety. By the way, there's no camera showing the parking lot where it really happened. So
yeah,
we're not going to get that from Twin Peaks. Maybe somebody else has that. All right, so let's talk about this. Police came in, arrested everybody, seized motorcycles, cars, almost 200 people with $1 million bails individually. Some are starting to question if that was over the top. Was it?
I don't think it was over the top if you live in Waco. You don't want this to ever happen again. You want to send a very strong message that these biker gangs are not welcome in our town. We don't look at you as a club. We look at you as a gang of thugs, and we don't want you anywhere close to here. And I think the police made a smart decision. They realized how easily this could get out of hand. They also didn't want to let a lot of these people out of jail easily because who knows what would happen in the streets when they let them out. And they said they've had a logistical nightmare of even just separating these different gang members who they did arrest. So I think they did a very smart thing here by saying, if you want to act this way and you want to do these things, Waco is not the place you want to be doing it because you're going to be in jail and it's going to cost a lot of money to get you out.
Well, let me first say, and you're a political animal, justices of the peace who set $1 million bail amounts run for office in their hometown.
Absolutely.
Coming down hard on biker gangs with $1 million bails.
It's a no-brainer, right?
Doesn't hurt their re-election campaign.
Yeah, it's the easiest re-election campaign you can ever have, which is also one of the reasons why a lot of people don't like DAs being elected officials.
All right. So the video, I guess if people are on video going under tables and such, some of these charges will go away at some point, you think?
I think you're going to not see all of these charges stay against all 170. The argument, though, that's being made is that you're involved in a criminal activity with a gang. You being a member of this gang when this activity took place is what got you in trouble. And the fact that you associate and you pledge allegiance to your group and your gang and you went there looking for trouble and it did break out is enough for us to charge you with a crime. Now, a lot of it depends on how good their lawyers are as well.
All right, let's talk about Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
I do know from talking to bikers, it's different. It allows bikers with their jackets and their colors of their clubs inside, that's been known to cause problems. A lot of them have signs up saying no colors. But aside from that, what do you think about the police essentially blaming Twin Peaks for everything? Is that okay with you?
I'm okay with it from one perspective, and that is they went to Twin Peaks locally, and Twin Peaks said, we're going to pick profits over safety. Then they went to the national Twin Peaks and said, there's an issue. And we don't know exactly what happened there yet, but they also seem to say, we're going to support profits over the safety concerns that you're bringing to us. So when you do that, I mean, the police cannot preemptively charge someone with a crime because they're eating dinner at Twin Peaks or ordering a beer at Twin Peaks. As long as you've got an ID and you're of age and you're not causing problems at the moment, you can't preemptively arrest them. So they're in an awkward place. And I think for them to say, hey, we tried to work with them, we tried to tell them there was going to be problems, they choose to make the hard cash from these events instead of listening to us, and now you get what you got.
Let's talk about the corporate headquarters here in North Texas jettisoned the Waco Twin Peaks, but
after a corporation this happened, though.
To avoid bad publicity.
I mean, it was a no-brainer. I mean, they had no other choice
boom.
but to do it. They didn't, but they didn't threaten them beforehand. They backed them up.
Let me ask you something. I'm a big supporter of law enforcement, but police were all over the place. A full SWAT team was out there.
Sure.
Couldn't they have gone in and broken up this gathering? And maybe not such a good position for a manager or some employees to be in.
Here's the thing. Then you would have people saying that you're basically are going into private property, infringing on people's individual rights of freedom of speech, expression, and everything else, and our Constitution does not allow you to preemptively go in and arrest people.
Well, if they were planning these crimes, gang activities, RICO charges, they can go in and say there's a criminal enterprise, and they could have locked them all up beforehand, right? They're planning crimes.
And that would be, I think, a much harder case to prove. I'm not saying now that they wouldn't have in the future. I think that probably be the place they go with this, and they'll probably say, we are going to be more preemptive, and we're not going to wait on the restaurant to do the right thing if we think there's criminal activity. But you have lawyers that get paid a lot of money to keep those businesses open, and they would fight that tooth and nail every step of the way because the amount of cash that they make every night when you have this many bikers. Think about how much money was flowing through that restaurant on a Saturday afternoon. Incredible amount of cash.
Ben, I'm going to make my producer really mad because I'm asking one more question, but I need a really quick answer from you. There's conspiracy theories out there that police killed all the bikers. It was police gunshots. Does that matter to you at all if it's true?
If you're running out of a Twin Peaks and you have a weapon in your hand and you're aiming it at anyone, the police have a duty to take you down because you're a threat to everyone, including the police and innocent bystanders. If everyone that was shot by the police was shot only by the police, good. That means they were really good shots at the bad guys that had weapons.
All right, Ben Ferguson, thank you very much. You can listen to Ben every weekday morning, 8:20 a.m. WBAP, The Ben Ferguson Show, on from 9 to 11 a.m. Follow Ben on Twitter. He's at Ben Ferguson Show. Ben, thanks.
Thanks.